Hi, everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of season 5. What a joy to be here today.
Yeah. It is a joy.
Here with me today, I have
Shekinah
and
Cat.
Kat. And of course, we're still missing our Yessie and Denise. We can't wait to have them back with us. It's going to be a good time. But now the show must go on. Brum, brum, brum. Okay, so today I have a panel question. And my panel question for you ladies is, because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. So it's a day of love. It's a day of, romance.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Hallelujah. For some, what was it? The anti-love Valentine's Day from like Bob's Burgers. So funny. Anyway, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. So I have a question. Do you guys think that Valentine's Day is a good day to go on a first date?
Honestly, I can't answer for everyone. I feel like that's a completely different answer depending on who you are and how you take Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you take Valentine's Day really seriously, I'd probably say not.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think Valentine's Day is just a fun little Hallmark, holiday, and just it's cute. So I would, if a guy asked me out, I wouldn't mind, I would expect something nice. I'm just
Yeah. That's so fun. I was about to say, like it doesn't have to be a huge thing, but
no.
I guess it can be.
For me, Valentine's Day has always just been lighthearted. It's always just been, balloons and stuffed animals and, just little cards from your middle school friends. And
Shekinah still visits middle school.
Yeah, exactly. Did you get a card for me?
For that same reason. She's
my
a
nieces
crosswalk.
get the little cards for their class, and I want one too.
That's so cute, though.
No, but I'm saying, it would be completely different, because I also met people that Valentine's Day is like a really big deal. They take it very seriously. And I would say in that case, probably not appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe ask the person, how do you feel about Valentine's Day before you ask them out?
The commitment?
Exactly. Is it going back? Are we getting married?
I feel like this is such an awkward time to be getting to know somebody, if I could be completely honest, because it's like, Valentine's Day is coming, and so there's like that expectation. And so, as a girl, I would for sure have that expectation, like, we're going to do something on Valentine's Day. Like, if we don't, then you're not taking it seriously. You're out. Yeah. 3 strikes, you're out. No, I'm kidding. But I just feel like it's such a little bit like a little awkward, right? But again, I agree. It depends on who it is.
It really just depends, So I would just maybe like confirm with the person. So how do you feel about?
Yeah.
Or if you really are just like, you're just starting out, or you want to ask this person, maybe wait a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I think it's just a great opportunity to show somebody that like you're interested in them. It's kind of funny because last year my boyfriend and I were now dating, but last year we met exactly a week before Valentine's, so I didn't know what to expect. I was like, should I we only barely started talking, so I'm like, do I expect a full bouquet? Do I expect nothing? Like, would it be appropriate that he didn't do anything? But he was really sweet. He came on Valentine's Day. I think we had church that night. He just got me. He's like, I felt like a full bouquet was too much because we're not together. He's like, but here's one of your favorite flowers, and here's some treats that you like.
See, that's perfect.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like, it's a good opportunity to show
job,
somebody.
Samari.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Good
it's a
job,
great
man.
opportunity to show somebody that you're interested, and it's also a great opportunity to show if you're not.
There we go. We
Just-
have
Oh my
experience
gosh.
right
You're
here.
right. You're
We
right.
have perfect
Yeah.
experience right here. So yes, that is the perfect response if you start dating around Valentine's Day. That was good.
Yeah, like
You can definitely high five your boyfriend.
yeah.
High five, Z. No, Samari.
Z.
Just leave room for
It
Jesus.
still makes sense, right?
Yeah.
XE. I
He
feel
has
like
so
it
many
sounds well.
names.
Okay, I completely agree with both of those. I feel like it just depends on who you are, how well you're hitting it off. Like, is it going fast? Is it not? But I think it doesn't hurt, right? Even to just do something lighthearted, as you said. I feel like even that is such a cute little sentiment, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Just shout for a few, good treats.
Yeah,
A nice
and
little.
everything's on sale. Well,
Yeah,
not everything,
exactly.
but there's so many options.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so now our topic for today is Valentine's Day, obviously. So the question is, how do you respond to Valentine's Day as both we're gonna approach it from both, right? As people that are single or people that are in a relationship or whatever, however the conversation goes, because I feel like Valentine's Day can be, I don't know, approached from many different viewpoints. I know I knew somebody that was like, oh, that's just consumerism.
Like, yeah, that's a really common mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, people just don't give into it because they're just like, it's just to sell extra cards. I mean, like, it just makes the stores extra money, you know?
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you ladies think? At first, I guess let's approach it through the eyes of singlehood. Why not?
I mean, Valentine's is just like, it's a day to like show love, right? And I feel like, especially as Christians, we're like, love isn't just the romance you have between somebody. It's like,
why do you say it like that?
I just need to know it's not me that's saying it, okay? It's whatever man voices in my head. I came from you. So.
She did not come from me.
Okay, I'm a product of you, though.
Okay.
But
like,
but like, because like Valentine's is a day of like not just romance but of love. So like I've like a lot of fathers take their daughters out. You can take your spouse out. You can be with your friends. It's just like how you want to interpret that. And I feel like especially so much more as Christians, we're like, oh, like God is love in so many different ways, not just in romance.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad you didn't say God is love.
God is love. I think that's a great way to put it. I've been learning more and more that when you show love every opportunity you get. You know what I mean? That's been kind of a theme for the last season of my life of just, if you have people in your life that you love, it's okay to show them that you love them. You know, you don't have to wait for a big moment. And so I think Valentine's Day adds to that opportunity. And so, for me, it's just an opportunity to just show the people, like, you have little cheap little heart teddy bears, or it doesn't have to be expensive. It's just, little chocolates, little, you know what I mean? It's just an opportunity to say, hey, I love you. And I've been learning personally, and applying it to my life is to tell the people that you love them, and give yourself opportunity to show them that. And I think Valentine's Day just adds to that. It's a day, like you said, it's a day to celebrate not just love from a romantic spouse or partner or dating relationship point of view. My dad used to, excuse me, sorry.
Clap if you want me to take that.
My dad would get us, my sister and my mom and all that, like little balloons, and like just, again, it's just an opportunity to share love and to show love. And so I love Valentine's Day. I think it's great. Yes, I understand it's a commercial holiday. Yes, I understand that it's just for a way for stores to get a little extra buck in. But you know what? Like, from my perspective, I don't own a store. I just like receiving the little cute little chocolates and hearts, But yeah, like I said, it's just, I personally like Valentine's Day. And I think it's just, why are we banning or getting upset or ignoring a day to celebrate the people that we love?
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think one of the biggest lessons that I think I've learned about like singlehood and everything is understanding that seasons change, right? And so making the best of every season that you're in. And so I think in a lot of ways, a Valentine's Day or holidays in general can really become a time where people start to feel like very self-focused, right? When they start looking at the lack. So for example, if you're single and you start like, oh man, like I wish XYZ, I wish that, I wish this. It's okay to acknowledge the pain, and it's okay to acknowledge like, man, like that sucks. But it's also a huge time for, instead of waiting for somebody to come and bless you, it's a perfect time for you to be able to be a blessing, right? Mm-hmm. Where, like Shekinah was saying, like it's okay to buy a little trinket, like for work, your people at work or your friends, or who, like a random stranger, like pick somebody and you're like, you know what? I think I'm just going to bless this person and watch like how you can make a difference in somebody else's life. And, in this podcast, we're big about like sowing and reaping. So whatever you sow, whatever plant, like things that you give to people, the seeds that you sow, it's the harvest that you're going to bring back. So, it could be really easy for you to just stay in your, like in a down and out type of situation or emotion. But you have to understand, like if a day has the power to cause a down spiral like reaction to you, then you probably need to check yourself a little bit, okay? Because I understand, like, there is a thought behind it and everything, but we should be at a point where we're mature enough to be like, it's just a day.
Yeah,
it's gonna come and go, and the next day it's not gonna be that day anymore. So do I want to have a good memory or do I want to have a bad memory? So it's completely on you, whether you want to be a blessing or if you want to just stay mad or bitter, whatever, So
well, and I just want to say, like, I think you're the perfect example of that and the perfect, like, person to be saying that, because There was one year you put on like an event for the couples at our church.
Yes.
Yeah. It was fun, and we got to help, and like the single ladies and all the single people got to help and serve.
Oh, that
and,
was
like,
somebody else, but I served.
Oh, was
in
it?
that
Yes.
one.
Okay, she was a part of it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we got to be a part of it, and I thought that was just a blessing because we got to engage, we got to celebrate the people we loved, and we got to do something kind for the couples of our church, and we put on a little dinner and a little music for them. We took their pictures, and we got to be a part of it. And so we got to be a blessing. We got to serve on that day. Yeah. And then you put on Valentine's events, which have always been so much fun. And so it's like, she really is practicing what she preaches. Like it's just, you make a decision. It's about just making the decision, today I'm going to have a good day. Whether you're going out with your friends, you're going to treat yourself. I would encourage you to go out with friends if you have the option to. But if not, at least treat yourself and, show yourself a little love. But I think that Valentine, like I said, we just keep saying it. Valentine's Day is just a perfect opportunity to show the people that you love them. And if you're not really good at emotions, you're not really good, it's still perfect because now it's happening everywhere. You kind of just blend in with what, the environment.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And I love what you said about like shifting the focus of like, oh my gosh, what am I lacking in, instead of saying, and then shifting it from that to being like, oh, what can I give? I don't remember if it was Valentine's or another holiday, but I do remember one year where it wasn't just me. It was a lot of women around the church for I think it was for Valentine's Day, where you wrote us letters and individual prayers. And I remember, I think I was like still new to the faith in that, but I was like, that's so sweet that like you're showing that love and you're showing like in just like such a godly way. Like it wasn't just a Valentine's thing. It was like, oh my gosh, like you love me truly.
Aww.
So things like that.
That makes me feel good.
We love you.
You see, they're doing it right now. No, but honestly, really, and I think it reminds me of that story in the Bible, right, where there was that revelation of the God who sees you. And so when you are able to partner up with the God who sees his creation, and you're able to show people like, hey, God is seeing you. And yeah, this season might not be the best season. You might not be happy that you're in this season, but it's just a season. And I know that Jackie is the huge proponent of that. One of our friends here at church that we've interviewed for the podcast, where it's just like, take advantage of the season that you're in. You're not always going to be single. You're not all, and once you're in a relationship, you're going to look back and you don't want to have regrets, right? You don't want to have resentment. You don't want to have bitterness. And you also don't want to have like this false sense of expectation that as soon as you're with somebody, all of a sudden like life is going to be all rainbows and butterflies, because it brings in its stuff, right? And so yeah, be a blessing, sow a blessing, reap a blessing. We're going to give you the link. We're going to give you a link to donate to partner up within the vine. No, I'm kidding. But anything else that you ladies would like to add? Oh, wait, no, now we get to approach it through relationship, right? So if you've been like dating for a long time, do something to like spruce up your marriage, your relationship, I don't know, like.
No, it just falls back in line with what I said. It's just like, sometimes you just maybe not feel like you're very good at the emotional thing. Yeah. You're especially for some of the guys, they're just like, ew, like, I don't know how to do that. But it's Valentine's Day. You're just going to blend in with all the noise and everything that's going around you anyway. So this is the perfect opportunity to, like you said, just try something new, spruce it up, try a new restaurant, make a reservation, guys. That's a huge, when you tell a girl I made a reservation, Done. Wow. You thought of this ahead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
The words "I made a reservation" just make a huge difference in your event planning. So
and that you're going to a restaurant that requires a reservation.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely.
Don't take her to McDonald's.
That's a big deal. So yes, use those words, apply them, put them in action, and make a reservation, guys. It's still like, it's one day before Valentine's Day. You still got a chance.
You really do.
You really do. Yeah. So, just spruce it up. And like I said, I know you might want to be able to just fall into the noise of Valentine's Day, and, it won't be as hard or awkward. And it might just open the door for you to be able to do more kind of things for your spouse or your partner, your dating partner.
Yes.
Wait, you know what I meant. Or the person you're dating. Or your partner, or your dating partner, or, hey, I don't...
Press 1 for English.
Sorry. Anyway.
So.
Any last words, Kat? But yeah, taking Valentine's Day from, like, the perspective of dating, yeah, I think it's a day, again, an opportunity just to be so intentional with this person that you love and this person that you want to, that you are growing a relationship with. Because I feel like when people, like, we can get so caught up in like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. Our schedules are getting busy, but it's like, it's Valentine's Day. Like, everybody's going to be like doing something. Like, you don't really have an excuse to like not to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. So I feel like it's a great opportunity to be so intentional with that person that you, that you're with.
Yeah. With that, we leave you with this tip. I always picture like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire lights, like all right. A tip. So I have a question, like, what would be a good gift, right? So I recently saw on Instagram this gift for men, and I was like, yes, it's a bouquet made out of jerky. And I was like, bro, Shekinah and I were talking, we're like, I would
like a gift made of jerky.
Yeah,
Thank you.
is so good. That's a good thing for girls. I think us girls, like, we're pretty easy, you know, diamond rings.
Yeah, no big deal.
Something gold, you know, something that won't tarnish. No, but honestly, just pay attention, right? It goes back to the last episode that we talked about being intentional with what people like and stuff. I think that just being intentional, I think, especially if you're just starting out, just the mere act of giving somebody something or thoughtfulness, I think that'll be a good thing. So I guess my actual tip, my legitimate tip, is pay attention to what the person likes and think of a gift that you can bless somebody with. And if you're not going on a date, then pick somebody that you want to bless and bless them. Whatever that looks like for you guys, whether you want to go out Valentine's Day or just give them a little note. I guarantee you it will make that person's day.
Yeah.
So with that, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you for the feedback. You guys have been amazing. And we just love you guys. And we're so glad to be back. So tune in for next episode. It's just going to keep getting better. Thank you. Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.